Penjara khusus teroris di Teluk Guantanamo, Kuba ditutup karena mahalnya biaya operasional dan terusiknya reputasi Amerika Serikat dalam penegakan HAM. Meski mendapat dukungan banyak pihak, sebagian lain menilai pemindahan tersangka ke penjara dan pengadilan sipil bukan pilihan tepat, mengingat begitu banyak eks-tahanan Guantanamo Bay yang kemudian kembali terlibat terorisme.
Sekitar 20 tahun lalu, yaitu Januari 2002, penjara militer di Pangkalan Angkatan Laut di Teluk Guantanamo, Kuba menjadi tempat penahanan tersangka teroris. Sejak itu penjara ini menuai kontroversi karena dugaan interogasi luar biasa hingga proses hukum yang tertunda. Desember lalu pun Ketua Komite Peradilan Senat Amerika Serikat dalam sebuah dengar pendapat mempertanyakan belum juga ditutupnya penjara ini oleh pemerintahan Joe Biden.
We can and we must do better. President Biden transferred his first detainee in July. But at that pace, one detainee every 10 months, there will be dozens of detainees at Guantanamo, even if President Biden is elected to a second term. To finally close this facility, we need to take a new approach.
Dari ratusan tawanan pada awal perang melawan terorisme, kini tinggal 39 tawanan, termasuk Hambali alias Ridwan Isamuddin alias Encep Nurjaman, tersangka teroris asal Indonesia. Hambali ditahan di Guantanamo sejak 2006 sebagai tersangka perencana peledakan bom Bali 2002. Tahun 2021 lalu, baik Hambali maupun tersangka otak serangan 11 September Khalid Sheikh Mohamad secara terpisah menjalani persidangan militer. Menurut pengacara Hambali, mulai dilakukannya sidang begitu lama setelah kejadian yang dituduhkan atas kliennya justru mempersulit upaya menutup Guantanamo.
Keep in mind the political nature of this process as well. The convening authority, again, this is all military commission stuff that just doesn't happen in the real world. This is all part of the military world. And so the convening authority is this person who's been appointed by the Secretary of Defense.
Belum lagi pelaksanaan sidang di tengah pandemi COVID.
We're not going to be able to really challenge the evidence. That's not a trial. That's not a trial. And the fact that they're expecting effective representation when you can't investigate a case because COVID has shut us down. So they filed charges at a time when COVID had already started, and then we can't investigate it because we can't travel. We can't interview witnesses because we can't travel.
Sementara untuk menutup penjara di Teluk Guantanamo dan memindahkan 39 tersangka ke penjara di wilayah Amerika Serikat juga mengundang penolakan oposisi di Senat.
Or we believe that they're no longer a threat. To the 39 at Gitmo, I believe all of them are a threat. If we can try them, great. If we can't, let's hold them. This idea of closing Gitmo, I embraced it with President Obama. Here's the problem. I couldn't get the administration to agree that if you moved them back to the United States, indefinite detention would still be available. I don't care where you house them. You can house them in Illinois. As long as you don't let them go, if the circumstances under the law of war prevent them from being let go, we could never cross that bridge.
Laporan intelijen terbaru menunjukkan 125 eks-tahanan Guantanamo akhirnya kembali terlibat terorisme dari sekitar 729 yang dipindahkan ke negara lain. Laporan ini memperkuat penolakan oposisi terhadap wacana menutup penjara Guantanamo Bay dan memindahkan tersangka. Dari Alexandria, Virginia, Yuni Salim dan tim VOA.